everybody, we're live from Mandurah Community Garden on this wild and woolly winter morning, but we had a really good turnout, so that just shows you what dedicated gardeners we've got. The weather doesn't put them off, and
rain, hail or shine.
That's right, they were all busying away in their plots, and this is great gardening weather. We have had a couple of inquiries. I will do my best to answer them in some form or other. Both of them that are things that I have not grown. So I have asked other members of the garden who didn't want to be on the live, but they shared their knowledge. The first question was about bananas.
And this was from Helen Smith. So Helen,
hi Helen.
I don't think we've got anyone on just yet, but hopefully you'll check back in afterwards and check this out. Yeah, so I'll let Lynn talk about bananas.
Okay, I have not personally grown bananas. Here at the community garden, somebody said, I've dug up these bananas, do you want them? And we said, yes. And we planted them. And it's fruiting.
Hello, we've got a viewer.
Hi.
If that's Helen, we're talking about the bananas now. If not, please introduce yourself and we'll answer any questions if you've got some.
Yeah, our bananas here are producing slowly. They're starting to produce pops.
Shall we cut over that?
Yes, good idea.
Okay, so banana pups. Oh, so there are some little pups.
Yes, there's popping. That's a good size one at the back there. One there.
So for Helen, who might be interested in, say, purchasing a pup, would she come along to the AGM or just email the gardens, or what's the best?
Email. Yeah,
okay.
Just email. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, by all means.
So these are ladyfingers, is that correct, Lynn?
These are ladyfinger bananas. As I say, we're not quite, and as you can see, look.
Let's try and zoom in on that.
Ooh, lovely.
Oh wow, they're baby bananas.
Yes!
So these ones here, have we tried any of these yet?
No, they're not ready yet.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not ready.
So this is the first crop we've had?
This is the first crop, yes.
How exciting.
They've not been in long, these bananas, and as I say, they were literally, as you can see, that has grown where it's been cut off.
Oh wow.
So they've cut them out of the ground, and we just said, give it a go.
Excellent.
And we planted them. Now the thing next to the bananas, I'd also like to draw your attention to this. This is something else that somebody was throwing away. Because it's too big for their garden. This is actually sugar cane.
Sugar cane, awesome.
And as you can see, it's growing really well there. Sugar cane.
I think we should
go undercover.
Yes. Now we're just going to move into the hothouse for the rest of this session, guys, because it's kind of raining, a little bit blowy and windy. So just bear with us a moment. We'll hop into the hothouse.
Come into the office. Oh, that's better.
Ooh, wee.
Yeah, probably be able to hear better now as well.
So this has been a initiative that the grants, is that correct?
Yes.
From
This was one of our grant applications, which was successful. We were able to get the greenhouse and purchase copper's logs. We're making a shade structure to go next door, so that then we can start the seeds off here and move them along. Yep.
Awesome.
Can I just go back to what I was saying about the sugar cane? One of the reasons that we wanted that was it makes great mulch. We have got a shredder, and as that gets thicker, we'll chop it down and put it through the shredder, and then that will go in the compost.
Awesome, and that makes a really good blend for the compost, does it?
Yes, indeed. Yes,
fantastic. And if anyone wants to know a bit more about composting, we've got a bit of a blog and we do some workshops. We had a workshop here on Wednesday, which was sensational. And hopefully soon on the website we'll have a bit of a blog with some of the summary of how to build your own composting.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Alright, so what else were we going to talk about today, Lynn? We were going to talk about companion planting, right?
Yes, indeed. This is Alyssum or Alyssum, depending on how you pronounce.
It looks like this.
It looks like that. This is, yes, it comes in white and purple. This is the white. And these seeds will then be planted under cabbages and broccoli and things. What we're wanting to do is confuse the white butterflies.
Right.
They like Alyssum. Yeah, they like that. No, sorry, it's there, and when it's in flower, it's like, oh, there's white there, and they think, oh, there's a butterfly there, I won't lay there.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's basically confusing them into thinking that the plant's already taken because it looks like it's covered in little white flies, but in actual fact it's...
Precisely.
Yes.
Yes. And this is something that I got from Gardening Australia, the program Gardening. It's called land cress. And apparently, this we got from Diggers because it's really hard to get hold of.
Right.
Apparently.
Is that Diggers Club?
Yes, the Diggers Club.
They're the best for
this is where we get all our seedlings from. Yeah, they're all organic seedlings and they're heritage seeds.
Excellent.
Yep, seeds, not seedlings.
So what does landcress do? How does that work for...
Well,
is that a companion plant as well?
Yes, if you put that under your cabbages, broccoli, etc., apparently the predators like this more than your lovely veggies, and they lay their eggs on that.
Right.
And apparently it knocks them off. So yeah.
So it's poisonous to the bugs.
To the bugs, but
Okay.
it's not, and so it's an insect control without any chemicals. So this is so.
That's what we like.
We are experimenting at the garden for the first time.
Okay.
So we will feed back to you to see if they work.
Excellent. So along those lines with the companion planting, how about organic pest control? Like
Organic pest control, yes, we have some information sheets here, which I will ask you, please, Pauline,
sure.
to put on the website. There's a number of organic pest controls.
Yes. One of the main ones we use is Success here, is that correct?
Yes, Success. Yes, that's a naturally derived bacteria. That's all bacteria. That is not a chemical, and it is fine to put on your vegetables. I get a lot of questions about slaters.
Yes, we have Slater problem.
Yes. Especially if you put a lot of it's one of those cycles. You need to put a lot of organic matter into your soil to make it hold water and feed nutrients to the plants. In doing so, the frontline munchers of organic matter
Frontline munchers.
are the slaters, and they go, oh, it's like Hungry Jacks for slaters, and they come in their thousands.
Yes.
And people say, look, how do I keep these bleep bleeps off my seedlings?
Good question.
Yes. You can't actually eradicate them, and you don't want to, because they are part of the ecology. They are the first ones that break organic matter down. So you want them to break it down to that level.
So you kind of want them in your compost instead of your garden bed.
Precisely. in your compost, it's like, oh, lovely, we've got slaters. Some people say, oh, no, don't bother with worm farms, just get a slater farm and chuck things in and they'll munch it up. And they do that, and they condition the soil. I have had reasonable success with half oranges
Yes.
or half grapefruits, plating them cut side down.
Do you have to take out some of the pulp in the middle?
Yeah, so when you've eaten your orange or your grapefruit, it's only the skin you want.
Right.
Yeah. So and this is like a really nice little house. And they go in there to eat the pith, and they pick them up, and you think, oh look, there's 200 slaters in there, so you chuck them in the bin.
Die.
Yeah, die.
We are trying beer traps at the moment.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get them drunk and kill them that way.
Yes, that's right. If you
It's
can
having mixed success though, depending on where they are and stuff.
precisely, yes, but they do like the beer. And with any pest control, it's a matter of keeping it ongoing.
That's a good point.
Because the difference between I've got a few eggs on my plant this week to next week. What happened?
Where's the plant going?
What happened to my plant?
Yes.
So it is an ongoing thing, and by far the best gardening equipment, well, two gardening equipment, your eyes and your hands. Get onto it as soon as you can.
Excellent. Now, what else did we want to have a look at in here, Lynn? I'll just swap spots. It's a bit cozy. Bear with us.
We had all these self-seeded tomatoes, and people said, oh, I can't chuck them out, and they're not going to grow. So we've been experimenting with them in our hothouse. And as you can see, they're sitting flower, looking really
Getting nice and tall too.
Yeah. I don't really want them to get a great deal taller, so I'm going to start pinching them out, because I'd rather put their energy into fruiting than leafing.
Right.
Than putting on more foliage.
That's a good tip.
And this little fella here has actually set fruit.
Oui.
Can you see?
Yes, can see.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
If I am wobbly and looking a bit weird, I can tell you I'm not drunk. I've got vertigo. I didn't want anybody to think, oh, she's been drinking. So these we are just experimenting with, and that's the wonderful thing about gardening. If you don't know, give it a go. What have you lost?
Brilliant advice, as always. Thank you, Lynn. So we've done 10 minutes, so I think we've done pretty good for today. We can probably wrap it up now. We'll finish with telling everybody about the AGM tomorrow, hey?
Oh, yes. The Mandurah Community Garden is having its AGM tomorrow, which will commence at 10 o'clock. It's not a long, drawn-out thing because I don't like meetings and I keep them short. And it will be just our new committee. And we'll be here, we'll be having morning tea, and if anybody wants to come down and ask any gardening questions or wants to do anything, you know.
That's a really good point. It's a really good time to come down. If you can't come down on Fridays, the gardens will be open tomorrow, so come down and check it out if you've been meaning to.
Yeah.
And hopefully we've answered the questions. I think we had the kiwi fruit. We didn't talk about the kiwi fruit. Zoe asked us a question about, can kiwi fruit be grown in WA?
Yes.
So the answer was yes.
Sorry. I've not personally grown kiwi fruit, so I asked one of our members who had, and he said, yes, fine to grow, but you need two plants. You need a male and a female plant for pollination. And he said, yeah, he's had good success growing kiwis. So there you go.
Awesome. So hopefully that helped a little bit. If anyone has any other questions or comment, pop them on here and we'll try and do another live next week or, and answer any questions. So the other question was around the bananas, and Helen can email the Mandurah Community Gardens email.
Yes, by all means, yes. To communicate by our Facebook
site. If you're interested in those pups. Otherwise, for everyone else that didn't get the private message, if you're looking for edibles and stuff in Perth, Jetto's page. Check out Jetto's patch on Facebook.
They have a really large, Jetto's patch is a half acre, and what that man grows on there is unbelievable. I think he's got about 4 or 5 different types of bananas. And yeah, he just, we went up as a community garden to look at just what can be done, and
pretty impressive, hey?
Yeah, and they will take,
and they sell plants and stuff?
Questions. I think you can obtain plants, but it's not as in a...
So it's more of an educational...
It is an educational environment, so that you can actually see this is what can be done, what you can put in about companion planting. It's done on a permaculture style, and it's really interesting. And you can
check them out on Facebook.
Yeah, check them out on Facebook.
Jetto's patch.
Jetto's patch, and you can ask questions, and they've got a lot of people on their site, so it does really good feedback.
Awesome.
Okay.
Hopefully that's helpful, guys. Enjoy the rain, and hopefully all your gardens are booming.
Oh, yeah.
Feel free to share.
Going great, yes. And hope to see you next time, and thanks for watching.
And see you tomorrow.
Yeah, bye. Enjoy the rain. See ya.